Hello everybody, it is I, Archangel, and before you click off the video, because I know some of you watch only like 2 minutes of this, because my watch time's low, keep your eyes open. Basically, nice computer. We take computer parts from bad case and put good parts in new case that look nice. And case switch colors. Case look pretty. But, okay, on a serious note, but we got a nice computer system that was in a crappy case, and we put a graphic card with the system because it didn't have one originally, a 970, and we put it into this new case, and hopefully it'll sell, which I learned recently that when you're selling a computer or whatever, it should look good. I didn't think it was a true thing, like, oh, people don't care about aesthetics. People do care about the importance of computer aesthetics. You don't think it would matter, but it does. Tech Yes City did a video about it, and I didn't believe it. I tried selling Dusty, the computer that I have on my channel, for a whole month, and it didn't sell. The second 2 days after I put it in a new case, I had already like 10 people at least message me, and someone actually bought it after the 2 days, which was awesome. And I made a bit more money. I made profit off of that, like a better profit and everything. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to get into the video of me working on this system. And real quick, I want to show this little trophy I got. So it's a 6870. It came with the whole computer. It was broken. The computer came in an ugly case like this. This is the ugly case. You know, it looks crappy and everything. But now that's in a new case, it's going to sell well and perform well. Well, it does perform well. The thermals weren't the best before. But, yeah, let's get into the video. Let's get into showing you the whole time of me switching this from the old case to the new one. I didn't record the last little bit, but I did do it all myself, obviously. So while trying to work on this computer, get it all set up, like, get this all set up for, like, testing with the Radeon HD 6870, the screen split in half and just artifacting, because if you look, everything's like all glitchy. This is my mouse. I can't move it any far left, and I have to move to the right, other side of the screen. And then it just, yeah, so it looks like I got a brand new broken 6870. So, yeah, you saw the weird little artifacting and glitching. So, this guy is... Well, I was wanting to take this one anyway, but part of me was thinking maybe I could test it out in this system first and see what it can do before I upgrade anything, because I didn't upgrade the RAM and I didn't add the 970 yet. So, I was like, oh, maybe I can test it. No, it died. And I'm like, well, maybe before it died, I also thought maybe I could, after testing it, I could put it into like a budget build. If I don't keep it on my wall, but it broke, so it looks like it's going on my wall whether I like it or not. So for the system, we have well, it's not brand new, but it is a GTX 970, and this is my first EVGA card that I've gotten to mess with. Yeah, it actually looks nice. It's pretty clean. We have enough cables and in theory, the power supply should have enough wattage to power this. If it doesn't, we'll just have to get a new power supply. We can use the power supply in another build. We'll just leave it in the case, and we'll take the motherboard and everything else out. But first, I'm going to test the computer if it boots up with the original hard drive and the new graphic card. So I pulled apart the GTX 970 and we can see that it's not that bad. Paste it's getting hard, but for the most part, it's kind of mushy. It kind of feels like it actually kind of feels like a clay, exactly, like I'm not even kidding. Like a rubbery kind of clay. Like if you mixed clay and glue together, you know, so yeah, this thermal paste is a little old, but I think I probably could have left it, but I'd rather have a computer with, you know, brand new thermal paste on it, on both the CPU and the GPU, than, you know, like crappy thermal paste that'll turn bad shortly after I give it to the person or whatever. And I did install the hard drive. I couldn't get it out of the other case for a little bit, but it is in there. It's a Firecuda, so I got really lucky with that because it's an SSHD, which is pretty cool. I'll talk more about that later. And I did some very little cable management for what I could, you know, like the SATA cable on the front panel header, and audio and USB. Power supply, I still need an air canister to clean out the power supply, and the graphic card, I haven't cleaned out that. I got rid of the Intel stock cooler because it was like a very thin Intel cooler, and every time the computer boots up, it sounds really loud and scary. Not really scary, but it like worries you that the computer is gonna break. So yeah, I guess scary. But then it, you know, it slows down, it sounds fine. But we were getting temps that were like getting close to the 80s when I did some testing off camera. So I did that, and then the graphic card was actually doing pretty well, but I still want to make sure it reaches its top. It can do its best, basically. The system, real quick, has an i7-3770, a GTX 970, a 500 watt bronze certified power supply, a Seagate Firecuda SSHD 2 terabyte, a Cooler Master 212 Black Edition, and then 16 gigs of RAM, two 4 gig sticks that I believe are, they're ADATA sticks, and I can't recall the third one. But yeah, so we have that, and we have the Corsair Prism. I believe it's the T500. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my old computer case, and it looks fairly nice. Hopefully this thing sells. So real quick, when you're selling a computer or whatever, a lot of people care about the aesthetics. They want something that looks nice and also performs well. And some people don't even care about performing well, they just care about looks. So this system combines both decent performance with, nice looks. So I know that it's not always like the best. Normally you want more performance over looks, but a lot of more people are caring about aesthetics over looks. So sometimes you'll get an ugly looking computer. Maybe it has a green PCB, the motherboard, but that's why you gotta find a good balance or whatever in between the two. The computer, it ran Rainbow Six Siege on high settings. I can't remember the FPS, but it was pretty nice. It was above 60 FPS, obviously. It's not that hard of a game to run. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare / Warzone ran kind of weird. So I'm guessing part of it has to do with the whole 3.5 gigs of the 970s VRAM is a bit is fast, and then there's the 0.5 gigs of RAM of VRAM that is slower. So my guess is maybe that's what's kind of causing the game to go slower. Now the recordings real quick, those look way worse than the actual gameplay. The actual gameplay like felt smooth and everything. I actually could play Modern Warfare just fine on medium settings. I believe like everything was like near medium or on medium, and it ran, lowest would get is like 45 FPS and the average would be like 55. But if you want more 60 FPS plus, then you're going to want to go with low texture settings, but you can max almost everything out. Now there's a few things that can affect the VRAM limit. You want to make sure it's under that VRAM limit for Warzone and stuff, and then it performs well. I was getting like an average of like 70 FPS. It would mostly be in the 80s, or it would get up to the like 87 or so, and the lowest was, I don't think it ever dipped below 60, and if it did, it would have been like 55. It performed really well. And then I did Cold War, because I know I like the Cold War's graphical settings a bit more. Yeah, we had high settings and it was like 80 FPS. I didn't show that recording. I didn't have time. I didn't remember to record that. And this thing's going to be selling sometime soon anyways. So, better get that done now. But yeah, the system performed well. Not as well as I thought it would, just because I thought I could run all games on like high or medium setting or high settings. It couldn't do that in Modern Warfare, although Modern Warfare on low settings with everything else maxed out looked really nice. Like, I compared it to my own, like, personal rig, like how it plays the game. Not FPS-wise, but, like, texture-wise. I still think it looked really nice, and I played, what was it, all of yesterday, Call of Duty on it, and I didn't notice, like, too many stutters or anything. Temperatures were really nice. It's a nice system, so thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like if you did like it, dislike if you didn't like it. Let me know what I did good. Let me know what I did bad. Let me know how I could improve. I want to make sure I give you guys content that you guys actually enjoy watching, instead of watching 2 minutes and then skipping the rest. I'm trying to compress the videos to make them a lot shorter, so I gotta talk faster and I gotta get to the point faster. So I hope you guys have a good day. This is Archangel. Goodbye.